folks. Welcome in to the post-game show. Alongside me, the sideline reporter for tonight, Balin Height. And Balin, this is not the outcome that Ball State wanted.
Well, a fitting situation as the rain starts to pour down on us here, Hudson, for the way this game ended for Ball State. Really a good opportunity coming into this one, a very quality opponent in Miami. This game meant a lot. The Redbird rivalry, for years, Ball State and Miami haven't quite been where I think they've wanted to be, at least competitively. And now all of a sudden, the past two seasons, this game has meant a lot, really. I mean, last year, looking for Ball State, the lone loss, that set up everything with the run it back straight to Detroit. And now this year, it sets up an even more difficult path with the loss today, 2 losses.
And how do you bounce back for Ball State? That's the question. Obviously, like you said, we bounced back and they won the rest of the way out. So we're going to be excited to see how, Ball State responds to this, because this was a chippy game. This was attitude everywhere. This was so chippy.
And I feel like I want to respond to you with almost a coachism. Is there was good things in this game we'll take and we'll move on to next week, and there's bad things we'll take and move on to next week. That's exactly right for Ball State. There was a lot of good, a lot of great offensive plays, the play calling. Interesting at times, but so far so good. It made Drew play comfortable. Our running game was able to really work its way in it. Defensively, just not some answers personnel-wise. Really struggled, as we'll see as we go more into it. And really that second half for Miami, the way they kind of rolled with that 2 tight end set. That jumbo package you just don't see in this conference a whole lot. No. Ball State had to adjust to it. Ultimately, that's the difference for Miami.
It wasn't all bad. Let's take a look at the highlights for Ball State.
Drew Plitt starting it off, really the offense. We love to start with the ball. Coach New talks about got to start with that ball. Got to put an exclamation point on your first drive. Yeah, absolutely. Ball State did a very good job at that. Here's a great throw from Drew Plitt. Back pocket of the end zone to Justin Hall. Yeah, Justin Hall. Who else? I was joking with Antonio Phillips on the sideline. He said, "Who's the first touchdown scorer in this game?" So let's say INT pick 6. It was Justin Hall. Antonio Phillips was right. We'll give him that one. He's normally always right.
Surely enough.
And then Miami starting off with some trickeration here. Just had to really mix things up on this Ball State defense that has a couple of holes in it. We've talked about the injuries overall, and they exploited those holes, especially over the middle. Some jumbo set packages we'll see that cause problems for Ball State. Here's that goal line formation for Miami, right up the middle, powering it through. Nicely done for the Red Hawks. And then on the other end, Ball State looking for an answer. A great run and throw into the bottom of the end zone here. Jay-Sean Jackson making the space. He's like a Justin Hall light. I love to compare them on each every side just because of the way they're similar and they can move. But this was the difference for Miami in the red zone, especially whether it was on the ground or through the air. That double tight end formation, just the difference. And then the 2-point conversion here to seal the deal, make it a 6-point and 7 point lead rather for the extra. I'm tripping over my words. It's been a long day here. Ball State trying to get back into it though. Picked off in the end zone. Liked the idea there. Little bit of an underthrow, and that's how it ends, unfortunately, for the Cardinals, and the Redbird Trophy stays in Miami. As we take a look at the final stats as well.
On paper, not a bad day.
Not a bad day. Not really what you want to Drew Plitt, a really good statistical sheet, but there were a couple of moments there that really struggled just on the ground. You see it's all through the air right now for Ball State. That's a little bit of the game script kind of in the end of the game, but not the worst situation for Ball State. Kind of coming into this one, you say, give me Drew Plitt for 227 and 2 touchdowns with the 1 INT. Probably a pretty good chance for Ball State to win this game.
A coming out party of sorts for Jay-Sean Jackson. 8 receptions, 121 yards and a touchdown. And, depending on the holding call, it could have been 2 touchdowns. And then at the end, of course, Drew Plitt was targeting him for another one in the end zone. So it was good to see him finally get going. And Justin Hall, uncharacteristic, not the gaudy numbers that we usually expect, but a touchdown nonetheless. Not a bad day on paper. It just seemed like they couldn't get in that in that real groove that they usually do. And obviously the defense didn't create any turnovers, and Ball State kind of struggled a bit.
And after that first touchdown for Justin Hall, it really became apparent for the Miami defense as they were keying in on Hall. And that's just how it's going to be the rest of the way for conference play for Ball State. Good day for Jay-Sean Jackson. I actually joked with his dad a little bit earlier. I said, he's right there. You can feel it. He is really right there from breaking out. He just fits so well in this system. Coming over from Cincinnati, he got comfortable, and now all of a sudden he's right there making big-time plays. And had a touchdown called back as well with a hold in the end of in the third quarter that really could have changed the way this game went. But great day for Jay-Sean Jackson. The offense overall, pretty good job.
Now that wasn't the only action going around in the MAC. Let's take a look around the MAC standings for today.
The big one that stands out for me, Hudson, Northern Illinois, now still undefeated in the MAC West. That's going to be a pretty big game come later this season in DeKalb.
That's right.
39-38 over Central Michigan.
They were getting beat. They were getting beat pretty bad.
Big comeback right there for the Huskies, and that game could decide who goes to the MAC championship. Toledo, a big win to keep their MAC championship berth hopes alive. 34-15 over Western Michigan. That's a team that Ball State now needs to lose again in order for Ball State to jump in the standings and have a chance at making it back to Detroit.
That's right.
Anything else? I was saying, anything else really stand out to you, Hudson?
It's really just the quarterback play for Northern Illinois. That Lombardi taking over for Ross Bowers, who long tenured quarterback. 16 for 26, 320, and 3 touchdowns. That's video game numbers in some cases. So the MAC is looking scary. Northern Illinois is back. You can say officially, no questions about it. That's a game that you have to look ahead forward to.
I think for Ball State, just looking at that scoreboard, the one thing that stands out to me, it wasn't a MAC score, if that makes sense. A lot of games, high scoring, really back and forth games. This one, not so much. Kind of a defensive slugfest, which we haven't seen a whole lot for Ball State this season, and really across the conference as well.
Right. Well, folks, that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on the Postgame Show. Thank you for enjoying homecoming with us. Take it easy. Stay safe.